The parking industry has been evolving, and new technology has been driving the digitalization of the industry prior to COVID-19. The rise in contactless parking recently is certainly a reaction to the COVID-19 situation, but also the continuing digital transformation of the parking industry. We will see more and more advancements in technology which will improve parking operations that, among other developments, will eventually lead to the end of the human touch in parking.
The rise in contactless parking is, from my perspective, not the end of the human touch, but actually the beginning of a more humane touch. With the rise of contactless parking, we start the beginning of a new era of customer service, an era where safety, customer confidence, and customer well-being and staff and employees are a clear priority for businesses in particular, but I think for society in general. And in that sense, technology is not replacing the human touch. I think it's refining and empowering humans to provide exemplary service with all the means available to us, whether that is cashless payments, touchless access credentials, or cloud-driven data that helps us to create a more seamless and contactless experience.
Personally, I do not believe that the rise in contactless parking signals the end of the human touch, but rather changes the dynamic on how we utilize those individuals. Much like it was from the transition from cashiered paid parking to self-paid parking, those individuals now provide better customer service and support and become ambassadors for your parking garage or facility. That will still be a key component moving forward as everyone looks to provide the most customer-friendly parking experience possible.
COVID-19 gave further rise to contactless parking and payment solutions, but this is a direction that we've been heading in as an industry for some time. This applies not only to parking, but to all major consumer-facing industries. Whether you're checking into a flight, scanning a check into your bank account, or paying for your zone parking, you're using your phone because it's easier, it's familiar, it's frictionless, and it's a better overall user experience. As we continue to innovate and introduce more technology in the parking industry, we will continue to move towards a more and more contactless solution.
With the rise of contactless parking, drivers are now used to the whole parking process of not needing to touch anything, from entering the lot with the LPR system to the payment system. Human touch has evolved from physically touching the public payment system to driver's mobile phone. Payment can be made using mobile app, which is another way. Increases the user convenience and friendliness. Personalized messages or commercials can be pushed via app, so the human touch will still be there, but just presents differently.
To the contrary, I believe that the rise in contactless parking will actually put more importance on the human touch, because we know as the amount of technology that humans must interact with increases, the rate of failure of humans in front of that technology also increases. And so the only thing that fixes a confused or can help a confused parking customer in front of technology is another human who understands context and can help them through the transaction.
Contactless parking definitely offers better parking experience for drivers. That's why, in my opinion, it will be the future trend in most countries. There are several different ways to achieve contactless parking, and license plate recognition is the ideal way. Based on AI algorithm, the license plate recognition can meet the requirements of all the current parking scenarios. The most important, it is more cost-effective than other technologies. However, it's hard to say the ending of human touch. It takes time to develop user habits.
I think the primary mainsprings for contactless parking are to provide a convenient service, save time, and protect ourselves as well as our environment. So in my point of view, parking has been well on its way going contactless. The pandemic simply sped up this process. Touchless parking is not just safe, but also a highly efficient, cost-effective, and comprehensive alternative to manual parking control.
I think people tend to follow the path of least resistance. That is, whatever's easier and more comfortable is somebody's first instinct. When given a choice, the use of a contactless platform versus, say, a traditional payment method is one such instinct. You got multiple options these days, including apps and SMS-based platforms that allow for two-way texting and real-time public messaging, And I think this actually increases personal interaction. So I believe we're in touch now more than ever before. And with enriched customer experiences, that trend is certain to continue.